Buncombe County is blessed with abundant natural and scenic resources that are drawing more and more people to locate to this community. Our resources, although beautiful, are limited. Because of the incredible growth in our county, there have been many changes in land use. What used to be rolling hills of pasture land or gardens are now subdivisions or strip malls. This land use pattern results in both desirable and undesirable consequences. Positive impact of growth is an increase in the number of jobs and housing for our citizens. A variety of negative impacts include the elimination of rural farmland, a continual mix and increase in residential and commercial traffic, and incompatible uses. These conditions raise several concerns regarding our scenic and environmental qualities, economic development potential, quality of life for our citizens, and infrastructure capacities. A key responsibility of the county is to make the best possible investment of public funds as it pertains to land use and the county's development. Our growing county depends on public investments in roads and the water and sewer systems to facilitate growth. To obtain the optimum investment, a comprehensive land use plan was created to identify the most practical and beneficial areas of service for new and improved public infrastructure. What is a comprehensive land use plan? The purpose of a land use plan is to accomplish three goals: to understand the current conditions and resources of the county and determine what trends are taking place, to define the growth opportunities available and decide what tools are required to take advantage of these opportunities, establish a vision for the county's future, and develop a current land use plan that guides each facet of the community toward that general vision. The public has expressed concerns about the purpose of a comprehensive land use plan. Will a revision of the land use plan dictate the way citizens can use their property? No. A land use plan will describe broad patterns of land development which can be used by citizens, industries, and utilities to map out growth in their specific interests. The plan can then be used as a reference for school construction, recreation parks, and utility expansion planning. How is a land use plan different from zoning? A land use plan does not in itself create or place zoning restrictions on property. A land use plan is simply a plan, not regulations. A plan does not require any citizen or agency to use his or her property in a particular way, nor does it require a person to use his or her property differently from the way it has been used in the past. Zoning is a form of land use regulation which establishes basic rules for how development occurs and what uses are allowed. The current land use plan. The current land use plan was adopted by the Board of Commissioners in March of 1999. The plan is a tool intended to guide future commercial, residential, and industrial development in the communities that make up Buncombe County. Using the land use plan as a guide helps preserve land and resources, restrict negative impacts of urbanization, or promote growth where it is deemed appropriate. A land use plan requires a methodical and thorough inventory and analysis and public input. The current land use plan, although adopted in 1999, began its development in 1997. All of the following factors were considered in the current land use plan and will be reviewed in the updated land use plan that is being developed. Important environmental factors shaping growth in Buncombe County include national and state forests, watershed basins, rivers and streams, lakes, forests, soils, slopes, prime and important farmland, and designated environmental areas. Transportation factors affecting growth in the region include existing and future interstate highways, arterials, rail lines, and airports. Physical infrastructure systems affecting growth in the region include existing and planned water and sewer lines, gas service, and electric service. Urbanization factors affecting the region encompass past urban development and growth, as well as population change within the metropolitan area. In the current land use plan, land use is most commonly low-density subdivisions and commercial centers scattered throughout the county. Demographic factors studied include population growth, age, income, educational attainment, housing values, and density. Historic resources within the region were documented, including historic districts, museums, and individual sites. Culture and arts facilities include museums, theaters, auditoriums, pavilions, and teaching facilities. medical facilities including hospitals and specialty hospitals. The commercial development of the region includes retail, industrial, office, and hotel development. Educational facilities include colleges, community colleges, and universities. The Future Land Use Plan. Conditions in Buncombe County have changed since the current land use plan was adopted in 1999. The economic forces and favorable market has increased development in all areas of the county. One has to wonder, how has this affected the quality of life in our area? How has development affected our environment? In what ways can we improve our economic development? How should we guide future development to enhance investments while protecting what we do not want changed? How should infrastructure funds be spent? A land use plan can address these issues with alternative strategies and implementation goals. Buncombe County is in the process of updating its comprehensive land use plan. An updated comprehensive land use plan will help define how growth and preservation should be guided for the next 10 years. It is the right of every citizen to express your concerns and desires for the future growth of Buncombe County.